Okay. See if we can get away without starting a fight. Junkie camp, dealer's house, abandoned rail yard. Let's check this out. Ooh. Is that toaster? No. Pre-war ammo can. Okay, we want the job done right. Ooh. 5% chance to hit, -1 awareness, aviators and glasses. Also, I think I might use her a bit for modifying some of the weapons people's got. So this one is chance to jam. So we've got a mag. I want a high capacity mag actually. Sturdy mag. This one can be decomposed. Okay, this one, let's drop the parts. Ooh, only 35% chance for junk weapon parts, and we still hit that. Okay. Upgrade this one. This is good. I'll upgrade this one as well. So this can go -4% chance, -2% and +4 capacity. This one, the capacity, 6 round capacity. Actually make a big difference. That's a mod. Ah, so we can't attach it to this one. The existing sturdy mag has 100% chance of being recovered. Ooh. Okay, nice. Okay, that's our sniper's rifle. 1% chance to jam. 10 round capacity. Can't apply magazine mods to a M37 pump action. Can't apply magazine mods. Ah, what does it have? So it's got choke mods. Okay. Increase the chance to hit. Guess we can do this one as well. .34 round capacity. I'm not sure this can actually be modded anything. Hold on. It's got a scope and a underbarrel mod slot. Nope. reload. I think we need to go into the meeting room. Yes. Please don't set off any traps or start fights.
I do not care for drink or drinkers.
Carefully examining the fence, Paws finds a lock, an alarm, and an explosive trap. Where did they say the other guy was supposed to be talking to? Might be back here. Like the leader, Kekaba. Stay away from the Atchison camp, Rangers. If they don't kill you, the rail thieves will. Yeah, we've got our first rat companion, or first companion, so rat. Sure, what's going to be here. Way out?
The sorrows of 1,000 aeons are drowned in the tides of vengeance. The gods change their skins, but not their minds. And the shells of the living cast off their regret.
Ah, the hobo camp. If these shacks weren't leaning against each other, they'd all fall down. Them rangers saved the boy from drowning. I used to be a ranger like you.
My God, the smell. My eyes are watering.
Burps.
Hope you're not thinking of fighting these guys. Beating up hobos is beneath me.
Hobos won't hurt you if you don't hurt them. Just don't get between them and their booze.
Scotchman. A particular putrid smell emanates from this hobo. He smiles broadly, but his eyes stare off into space. In his hands, he holds a sign that reads, "Will kill their food."
Oh, I used to be quite a fighter before they made me drink the squeezins. Always wanted to be a ranger. Can I join? Oh, wait, you smell worse than me. Never mind, forget I said anything.
Upon closer inspection, you notice he grips his shotgun with more confidence than your average bum. You also spot a few empty bottles of squeezing stuck into his tattered pocket.
Oh, piss off, Ranger. Can't you see I'm talking about liver?
Sure, if we were supposed to do something here. Okay, so we've got the hobo jungle. Okay. Daughters? Oh.
The first and the last shall come to blows, and the sparks of their conflict light the tides in red and blue, indigo and gold. The stars shine silver on their battle.
Bonus scrap. Speak and spell junk. Half buried underneath the corpse, you see a Desert Ranger's circle-style badge with the initials HR scratched into the back. Maybe the HR stands for Hellraiser? The Ranger's logbook. It must belong to the decomposing body unless he stole it. HR logbook. The man's body is rotting near his skull has been caved in, and the cowboy hat that lies next to him has been split at the crown and is covered in dried blood. Standard issue Desert Ranger logbook. Okay. Standard issue Desert Ranger star. Like that's where Hellraiser died. Can't go in there.
Damn it! That Hellraiser too. This is too damn much. Check for clues to who killed him. I'm afraid I'm gonna start... Damn it. Damn it. Wish we didn't have to tell Vargas about this. It's gonna kill him.
Yeah, I think we might lose her. I'm drowning. Why didn't the Ranger save me? Oh man, too sad. Too sad. Drowning and squeezing don't count.
Piss off, Ranger. Can't you see I'm talking about liver?
Okay. The air here smells like it's been filtered through a piss-soaked sock. This is the hobo jungle where junkies run free and weak men die like dogs. Ooh.
But no one listened to the old hobo. They turned him away from their doors. They chased him out of their yards. They threw rocks at him and laughed at his stories about robots coming back from the grave. And so he cursed them. He told them that their train would wreck, and that brother would turn against brother, and that all of the men in the tribe would lose their left arm. And every single thing he said came true.
Examine. This tire swing looks more like a death trap. You knocked the tire off the wire. There's no room for fun in the wasteland. Oh my goodness. You notice a coffee can full of gunpowder underneath the bicycle.
Beyond
and quickly
criminal.
explode. A bomb in the playground? That's beyond
That's
criminal.
straight up evil.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. It was such a bad idea for us to meet at the lake. It's so gross. I'm just glad you're okay. If the Rangers hadn't showed up, I would have had to have asked your tribe.
What you doing there?
Ah, damn. Is that a bomb? Oh, let's get out of here. Bomb! Bomb!
Looks like someone made a bomb out of gunpowder nails and an old coffee can. The bomb's fuse has been completely disarmed. The question is, who made it? Okay. There's a playground over there. This is a big map. Lots of stuff to do. We did not go through there. The other one. Oh, graveyard. Okay. You could dig in if you had a shovel, but why would anyone do that? Just gonna check if there's loot.
Really? You're robbing graves now?
So some of our NPCs don't like that. Let's not do that. I was like, maybe there's loot there. There you are. Okay. Might have been good loot. Also might have lost us our NPCs. Sullied the name of the Rangers.
This is Chief Kekaba, with a warning about Circuit. Smoking ground-up scorpions may be fun at first, but it can lead to addiction and death. Keep your pride. Don't take that first puff.
Always wanted me one of these.
All these junky guns in here. Okay. Leaks of sickness and human feast. Junkie camp. Hobo jungle, junkie camp. Delicious house. This poor place don't have a lot of well, this is mushrooms, magical variety. Radioactive mushrooms. Take those. What can go wrong? Transmorpher. Okay, so we've been there, came from there. Train yard? Maybe that's right where we need to go for.
Yes! I'm gonna get me one of these!
What are you talking about over there? Ah, over there, okay. You notice a coffee can full of gunpowder underneath the interceptor and it's rigged to explode. Okay, let's demolish that. Can you do that? Okay. One of those. There you go. The trapper has been disarmed. Bombs everywhere, man. Do this one. Ineffective. Loot horse? 0%. Okay. How do we get in there? Maybe not. Ah, so this guy told us where to go. Hold on. Tell Kick about him. Could you find? I'm trying to. Hold on. What? Somebody hanging in the tree as well. Sheesh. Come on, crew.
That's big! Biggest machine I've ever seen! Damn!
Well, if it isn't the Desert Rangers.
Wish these fools would get together and get this thing running again.
Engineer.
Nothing would help Arizona more than better trade.
An irascible old fellow with an engineer's cap over his braids and a rusty whistle hanging from a circlet of wool fangs he wears around his neck. Come to see what real men do for a living, or are you still pretending you can help us solve all our problems? What kind of help do you need? Well, forget peace. That won't happen. Master Kekabat says we shouldn't ask for help in taking care of our internal affairs. If you could chase off those rail thieves or convince the Atchisons to give back the brake shoe, you'd really start changing my mind about Rangers. How important is the brake shoe? Without the brake shoe, there would be no stopping her, and we've wrecked one train already. I'm not losing another, no matter what those sore loser Atchisons want. You had a train wreck? Atchison smashed up the railways out of town, derailed engine number 9. They say her brakes failed on the curve, but that's a dirty lie. I maintained those brakes myself. Who are the rail thieves? Those effing thieves are getting in the way of our fight with the Atchisons. They got a hiding out just beyond our gates, and every time we go out to get a little payback on the Atchisons, damn rail thieves jump our shit. Annoying is what it is. If the Rangers were to take care of them, it would make this whole feud so much easier. Who is Kekaba? That's Master Kekaba to you, the leader of our tribe. You'll find him in the town hall, but don't waste his time if you have nothing to offer. He doesn't suffer fools lightly. What do you mean, pretending? A lot of Rangers have come here. A lot of Rangers have said they could get the Topekans and those asshole Atchisons to kiss and make up. A lot of Rangers failed. What do you do? I'm the engineer of this train. I keep it running and keep it moving. That's the kind of work real men do. You keep the train moving too? If the train is fixed and ready, then I'm the one who drives her. I take her out on the rails and visit all our stations. Of course, the Atchisons are making that difficult too. Difficult how? Well, it used to be the Atchisons took care of the rails like we took care of the trains. But then they got uppity and started sabotaging the lines instead of fixing them. Now, even if I get that brake shoe, old 97, means there won't be many places for her to go. We either gotta beat those Atchisons until they start working again, or start repairing the rail ourselves. And I don't fancy that. That ain't work for Topekans. What's old 97? That's my baby. This train right here. I love him more than people. How do you keep it running? Well now, when the train needs water or oil or fuel, I feed her. When she breaks down, I fix her. At least I do most of the time, but now that those bastard Atchisons have stolen her brake shoe, all I can do is sit here and polish her breath. Tell me about the train. This here train was the fastest engine on the Santa Fe line. Told them damn Atchisons stole the brake shoe. Now she don't go nowhere and we're going broke because of it. What's the train got to do with you going broke? We got people all over the waste who are going to pay us to move their freight. But we ain't been paid in years because the train won't go. Goddamn Atchisons. Tell me about the Atchisons. We've been feuding with those good for nothings for as long as I can remember. First they wrecked one of our trains, and now that psycho Casey James has gone and stole the brake shoe from the other one. Not to mention blowing us all up every chance he gets. Their camp is in the desert, out beyond the rail thieves hideout if you feel like changing that situation. Who's Casey James? The mighty Casey is the leader of the Atchisons. He used to be their foreman, laying the rails, keeping them safe. Now all he does is destroy things. A goddamn terrorist is what he is. Kekaba orders string him up with all the Atchisons we've caught. String him up? Haven't seen all our trophies hanging from the gate? Every time one of the Atchisons blows something up, we catch one and lynch him. Teach those ditch-diggers a goddamn lesson. So you're on the Topeka side? Yes, sir. Topekans have always ruled the rails, no matter what those lying Atchisons might tell you. Why would John Henry have given us the golden spike if it wasn't our destiny to lead? Tell me about the golden spike. That's our crown and scepter rolled into one, our proof of our right to rule. John Henry himself gave us that spike. Kekaba keeps it locked up in the meeting hall. You should have a look. John Henry. Who is John Henry? The god of all railwaymen. I sing his song every time I start all 97's engine. Adios, I guess I'll get back to polishing old 97's brass. Something there. John Henry, I'm hungry. Guess this is the town hall area. Generator, meeting hall, meeting hall, meeting hall. Okay. Limited options of other stuff to do. There appears to be some kind of alarm rigged on the balcony. You'll need some kind of coupler if you want to reattach it. Okay. Sounds like it's to do with a quest or something, but I don't understand what that actually is for. Because I've not been paying attention. Or we're just not there yet. If only Ralphie's dad was still around to see this. Him being a ranger and all.
These fools, cutting off their noses to spite their faces.
Meeting all this way. I hope there's the front end.
Atchisons, Topekans, I see no difference. They're all idiots.
Okay. Meeting all. Okay.
An apology from both sides, and Arizona has a railroad again. But they just can't.
Lord, I'll die with that hammer in my hand. John Henry was a driving on the mountain, and his head was a flashing fire. And the last words I heard that poor boy say, give me cool drink of water for a die.
Choppers, keep an eye on the golden spike. Don't let anyone near it.
Greatest label, 12 electric typewriters use no hooks. However, that is where I'm going to call the stream for today. Thanks for hanging out today. We made some progress. We started in our Citadel and progressed on a sort of roundabout way to Rail Nomads. And we started doing some questing and exploration there. But we will continue playing more Wasteland 2 next weekend, next Saturday. During the week we'll be continuing our very close to our end of our 2-point hospital playthrough. We are on the last mission and hope to get that done sometime this week. Hope to see you then. Take care.